you doing? Oh, I can't put my seatbelt on because it's burnt off. I can't even believe that look at you guys. It burnt my seatbelt right off. Oh, so lucky to be alive, you know? Very grateful for that whole thing happening though, and just having my seat get burnt, you know, because now I learned a lesson. I need to tone it down. Okay, I need to tone it down. Okay, so as I mentioned before, hold on, I wait for a few more people to come because I don't want them to have to rewind. I just got that black everywhere. Don't get black Gorilla Tape and go to Florida. It melts, and then if you have to like, it melts and just goes everywhere. And I have everything like duct taped to the dashboard so that you guys have like a tripod. And yeah, it goes everywhere. Hello, depression is real. I am heading to Jane's house. She was a first responder at 9/11. She has cancer because of it. She lost her husband. She has a blow-up hot tub, and she was like, you should come by. She lives in Florida. She called in. My live call-ins are Monday nights. She called in, and we were doing confessions last week. Told us her story, and she's so sweet. She's been a subscriber of mine for a while, and I've seen her name in the chat for a long time. And so, and honestly, it was Jane Wayne, and I thought it just did it again. Look, it just goes everywhere. I thought that she was a dude this whole time. So we're heading to Jane's house right now, and I'm gonna pick us up some lunch. She's like, I eat anything, so I figured I'd get us a little lunch. I pulled over. I had to put some new carpets down, so because everything got sizzled from the fire, and only a little damage on the ceiling, so that's nice. Miles, can you sit in your seat up here, please? Thank you. And yeah, so put some new carpet down. I got this rug for 20 bucks, and I like cut it up and like made it look all nice. I'm going for like a little beach vibe, you know. And I know I have 2 streams running right now. I need to get the other one to go away. It won't stop. I pressed end. Whatever. I said that we were going, so if people want to stay there and chat, that's fine. A lot of people aren't even here to see me. They're here to just talk to each other, because that's why I wanted to do this, so that people didn't have to feel alone, and they could make friends in the comment section and be excited for the lives to start, so that you guys can all like talk to each other and stuff. So that's totally fine. But I'm sorry, I have 2 streams going. The other one got messed up. Okay. Okay, so the Eric Saga continues, and I wanted to tell you guys a story because it's really, really cute. Double Morgan stream, Kathy. Shit. Can you guys go over to the other stream and tell them to go to maybe send the link on the other one? If you don't mind, like copy and paste this link. Okay, because I'm going to start telling the story, and it's really good. You guys are going to like it. Oh, I'm only on Patreon right now? Shoot, what are you going to do? Anyways. Yeah, copy and paste this link and bring it over there. What should we eat today? I'm a little giddy, if you can't tell. Smitten mode activated. So do you guys remember? Okay, yeah, go tell them, Stacey. I'll wait for you. Shit, now I'm gonna have to touch. Oh, I keep touching the damn tape. Oh man. Jeez almighty. Brian. Oh goodness. Yeah, Kathy, it's pretty funny stuff. Kathy, were you there when I think you were, when Bob Miller was in the chat section saying that he knows Eric, and then he was like, and we all were saying that he was a liar? Were you there for that? You can't find it? Shoot, I don't know. Yes, okay, so it's okay. They could, everyone else can come and watch this one. It just won't be live. They could watch it on a replay. Let's get going. Yeah, okay, good. You were there for that too? So, get this. Eric did end up going onto my Instagram and finding me that night or the morning after or whatever that I essentially ditched him. Hold on, I gotta tape you guys down. And I just couldn't find his Instagram because I get like, I don't know, like 100 or 200 Instagram messages a day, just from, you know, I don't even know. I can't even open them. It's been like that for a long time. I think the whole sliding into the DMs thing is like really popular. That's, I don't know. Anyways, because I'm not really even an Instagrammer. So anyways, it was buried. Bob was in the comment section saying that he knew Eric, right? And we were all like, yeah, right. And we were calling, I think I called him a liar. Anyways, so when I ended that live, I ended up going into my Instagram and I went to the search thing and I put Eric and then I found his message. So I was like, oh, he did hit me up. And we got to talking. So last night was so cute. Last night we talked for 4 hours and 42 minutes on the phone. And I know I was supposed to go to sleep, but you know, it is what it is. And when I got like the whole story. So he goes onto my Instagram. He finds my Instagram because he felt bad because, you know, he had my doobies and he was like, you know, I need to find this girl. But he saw me behind him and then he saw me go around the loop and then I bailed on him and he kept going straight and I went that way. So he's like, okay, she wanted to leave, whatever. So he finds me on Instagram and then he notices that Bob is friends with me. And he was like, how in the heck would Bob and Morgan know each other? Like, what is going on here? Because I guess him and Bob have been good friends for a lot of years and in Wisconsin. And Bob has watched my channel for a long time. I don't know how long, I forgot to ask that, but like long enough to where Bob for a while has thought in his head, you know, Morgan and Eric would actually be pretty good together. And he thought that, but like the chances, I don't know, it is what it is. Like it's not, like not recently, like he thought that a while back when he first found my channel, I guess. And so that's why when Bob was watching the live streams and saw that like I had ran into his friend that now lives in Florida and no longer Wisconsin, he was just like, oh my God. So he calls up Eric and he was like, she's talking about you on her live stream. You need to find this chick. Like he's being really cute and he said that, you know, you guys would be great together and I've thought this for a while and all this stuff. So Eric was like, dude, I sent her an Instagram and she hasn't responded. Bob kept like hitting him up like, no, you don't understand, she's trying to find you. She's trying to find you right now. You stole her doobies. He's like, dude, I didn't steal the doobies. And he was like giving him a play-by-play of like what was going on in my live streams. And he was like, you don't understand, you need to like hit this girl up. And so and I guess they were like close back when Bob's like a computer guy and did a lot of work for Eric like with the band and stuff. And so anyways, yeah, small world. So Eric, so then Bob ends up eBay. So Eric tells Bob, okay, fine, you know, give her my phone number. And Bob then after that live emails me his phone number. And I just thought it would be weird to like call this guy, you know, I wanted him to find me. I'm like, this is gonna be weird, you know, like, so I ended up Instagramming him back. I didn't use his number. I still didn't know if like Bob was legit or not. And yeah, so now we've been talking. He still has my doobies and we're gonna hang out tonight for the first time since we met last week. And yeah, we finally got to talk last night and for a while because we had talked a little bit, but then I went to Orlando, went to Disney World, and then I bailed on him in order to go see the rocket launch. And so yeah, we're gonna hang out tonight. And I just think it's a really, really, really small world. So he's really cute. I'm excited. I'm definitely very, like, he's a Taurus like me. We have the same birthday. His sister's name is Morgan. He has a house in my favorite part of Florida, like my favorite part of Florida. And he's like a mama's boy a little bit. He moved here from Wisconsin to take care of his dad that died of cancer, lung cancer last year in 2020, I mean. And, oh no, he moved here in 2020 and then he had a year with his father. And, yeah, he's 40. He has a shop and he makes cars go fast. And I asked him like what time he had to be at work today, and he said, no, he runs the shop with another guy. So like he makes his own schedule, but you know, of course, he has to like be there to finish whatever job it is. And I was like, that is so, like, checking a lot of boxes, because you know me, I love my freedom. Yeah, age appropriate, wants to have kids, but he doesn't know if he's too old now because he's 40. I'm like, you're only 40. Like, you need to calm down. Like, guys can have babies forever. He's like, yeah, but then I can't throw a football. Like, what if I'm in my 60s? And yeah, this time around, this is what I was saying. Like, I was being flirty. I want to be flirty. I don't want a friend. I feel like all my relationships in the past few years, they were just very like based around friendship, and then all these other aspects of their life made it seem like they were a good match for me. But I wasn't like really physically attracted to them, you know? And so after I met him and I was like physically attracted and intellectually attracted, I'm like, ooh, this is one of those things that does not happen very often. Like, I want to make sure that like we don't friend zone each other, that this is like very known that like Morgan wants a lover, not like a best friend right now, okay? And it's been hard because the guys that I've met, they seem to be good matches, right? Like so many of you love Dave in South Dakota, and he had that big beautiful house on that piece of property, and like they were so nice, and his family was very welcoming and warming, but we didn't, yeah, it was like a friendship more than anything. And everybody loved Jared, and you know, Jared invited me over to his shop, and that's when I first, like, you know, he was a Bronco guy, and I was trying to convince myself to be into him because all the other aspects of it were just so like perfect. We would have been perfect together, but I didn't want to like jump his bones, you know? It was just more of like a friendship than anything else. And so I am determined this time to just get to know Eric without seeing anything else. I don't want to see his house. I don't want to see his cars. I don't want him to take him. Well, he could take me on his boat, I guess. I don't want to like meet his mom. I don't want anything to like interfere with like, do I actually like this guy or not? So I'm just gonna hang out with him, away from all the other things that could make you convince him. Take it slow. Don't jump right into bed with somebody. So now suddenly you're like physically connected to somebody, but maybe you're not. You don't really get along, you know. So take it nice and slow. Just get to know him outside of all the other things, you know. And then if we go good together, and then everything else is really cool too, and it all aligns, then great. But I think that's a good plan. So that's my plan. He's really, really cute. And because he's like, I think it's because he's a tourist, he's a lot like me in the sense where he doesn't like leave me hanging, and he answers the phone when I call, and he told me that he's sweet. He said that was the first thing he thought about when he went to sleep, the first thing he thought about when he woke up. And I'm like, that's cute. I asked him if he's talking to anybody else. He doesn't have a girlfriend. But he was honest, and he said, I have been talking to this other girl, but she moved away, and she moved to the Keys, and now she comes up like once a month, and we'll hang out, but it's nothing like serious. And girl, I'm about to steal your man. And so that's, at least he was honest, so like that's going on. And then this is kind of interesting. You know, I've talked about this with you guys a little bit. I'm just gonna be really honest, because I even asked him if it would be okay to like live stream our dates, and like, I'm live streaming my life right now, and if he's not okay, I was asking if he'd be like okay with that, because it's become like the Eric Saga. He's like, absolutely, you can do whatever you want. And I was like, that is cool. That's really cool. When I was dating that Navy SEAL, you know, he couldn't show his face, and I just started YouTubing, and he was so private and didn't have any social media, and understandable. But I was like, how is this ever gonna work? This isn't gonna work. I put everything out there. And so I know I'm going the wrong way. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. It's just a Publix parking lot, though. It's not the end of the world. And pretty wide lanes. But what was I gonna say? There was something else. Oh, I said to him. I said that, you know, I'm kind of open to the idea of like maybe monogamous relationships aren't like maybe monogamy doesn't work, you know. And I said, if I'm like a one-man kind of woman, but if we ended up hanging out and liking each other, and you still wanted to hook up with that other girl, like I think that I'm open to having like an open relationship. And he said, absolutely not. I was like, I mean, I won't be like screwing anybody else, but if you want to, you know, I think I'm kind of open to it now. And he said, no, if I'm sleeping with you, you best not be sleeping with anybody else, and I will do the same thing for you. And I thought that was kind of nice, because maybe I'm just hanging out with the wrong guys, because I'm, you know, being a tourist, like we're really protective over our people. like, you know, so anyways, I thought that was cute that he's more into like committed relationships. So anyways, there's my Eric Saga story. He knows that I'm saying everything online. I hope that he doesn't watch this. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's not like like I said anything that he doesn't know. But he said it's okay that I like continue to blast the story on the internet. So that's what I'm doing. And we'll see where this goes. And I'll probably bring you guys on our little like get together tonight. We're gonna meet up. I want to watch the sunset and just chill. Like I said, just like get to know this person, keep talking to him. He's very charismatic, and he's quite the talker. Yeah, 4 hours and 42 minutes we talked last night, and I was like, that's cute. So, I'm a little yeah. Oh, and we talked about some of the things, some funny things. Somebody went into the comments and I guess did a background check on him and said like he's a felon with assault charges. And so I asked him about it. You know, he's not a felon, but yeah, he has like assault charges and I think like something else. And he's never been to jail. You guys, you can't even get into like past charges, okay? Because homegirl over here has been to jail like, I don't know, 7 times. 2 of them were way over like a night, you know, like I think 20 days and then 5 days. I've been to jail, okay? And speaking of assault charges, I have assault with a deadly weapon, assault with a police officer, disturbing the peace. Like, so I probably wouldn't be judging anybody too. I'm not a felon either. Luckily I got all of it dropped, but yes, Jenny and Bob. Anyways, Bob, I wanted to give Bob a shout out and say thank you and apologize to like being mean. Jenny, you could be a bridesmaid, absolutely. Yeah, no judging, and because you just, you know, everybody has an interesting past, but so no, his name is Eric. Bob, I want to say thank you to him. Bob is Eric's friend that thought we'd be good together like years ago or something. So it's just so random that we ended up meeting. So anyways, yeah, I will, Kathy, thank you. And yeah. Oh, Morgan. Oh, Morgan. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say one more thing, I think. I don't know. Oh, Bob. Yeah, Bob's never coming back to the chat. I wanted to say thank you. That's really sweet to have somebody like stand up for me and have my back and think that I'm cool and to share positive things about me, because I found that, you know, when I went to Florida a couple years ago and I was like kind of into that, there was like this TikToker I wanted to meet, and he's just this really handsome guy that lives in Florida. And I hit him up on Instagram and he got back to me, and I was shocked because he was just like really famous on TikTok, and I just figured this so many women were probably throwing themselves at him. So I asked him if he wanted to go axe throwing, and he said sure, where? And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then we made plans, not official plans where, but like he said yes. And then I said, I'll let you know where. I'm still looking into a few places. And then I found a place like the next day or something, and because I had announced who he was, because I had a lot of my fans at the time go over to his TikTok and say like, oh, you know, meet up with Unstoppable Morgan. So he had already seen those comments. But then I'm pretty sure that somebody went over there and said like, stay away from that girl, she's crazy or whatever. Because then all of a sudden he kept saying, he was like, oh, sorry, I'm out of town. And then I asked him again, like later, like a month later, and he's like, oh, I'm taking a flight tonight. And I'm like, okay. Oh, absolutely, Regina, absolutely. Oh no, you got a car accident, Crystal? Well, at least you're only turning into your driveway, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. Are you okay? I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so thank you, Bob, because I think it is easy to paint this picture that I'm like absolutely bonkers and crazy and all this stuff, but for people that know like my true heart and what's really going on here, I appreciate you having my back and like defending me, because I'm not like a bad person, and I'm not batshit crazy. I've just done some batshit crazy things in my 20s, probably. Not even that crazy though, okay? Ramming somebody with a Bronco purposely, okay. You know, a couple fights here, a couple punches here. I used to beat chicks up if they were talking shit. I just had a lot of trauma, so if people were talking shit, you know, I'd punch them in the face. Thank you, Skyzy. Thank you, Regina. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So it's been nice to have little butterflies in my chest and in my stomach, and to wake up thinking about somebody cute and like looking forward to hanging out with him, and him like being on the same kind of like level as I am when it comes to just being like super open and honest, and not like playing any games and stuff, and being okay with being like really smitten with each other and just admitting it, and being like joking around about how like, oh my gosh, I was like, I just may be your next future girlfriend or whatever. He's like, I know. Anyway, so just cuteness. It's all cuteness. It's all just so cute, and you gotta love a little cuteness in your life. And you know, because I haven't had this in a long time, where like I actually like really like felt like I liked someone. I've always just tried to convince myself to go for the nice guy, that was like the guy that's being really nice to me, but then there was so much missing in the relationship. So anyways, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna hang out tonight, and I'll likely bring you guys along. So no, we ended up finding the keys at the end of the night. So, and the reason why I couldn't find my spares, because my spare key was on my keychain. So that's right, Dominic. And you learn from your mistakes. So anyways, we've all done crazy things sometimes. Your take, what do they want? Yeah. He was saying that it can be a little hard for him. He feels like he needs to like mature a little bit, or, you know, what are you doing? You're 40 years old. He's talking about, because he has like signed posters in his house, like band posters, and his living room is like half of it's like I think his living room's like a shop. You know, he's got like tools and stuff, and he's a shop boy. He makes cars go fast. He likes fast cars, which I've been saying for years that I think I was a race car driver in my past life. So we vibe a lot in like a lot of different areas. But and then I was laughing about his situation, him saying his house is like essentially a shop. Because in Memphis, the house was completely empty with a mattress on the floor in my bedroom and a couple rugs to make it, you know, the dogs had something like that. But then, so an empty house for a year. But then when you walked out into the garage, like beautifully blue painted floors, and my shop was all perfectly put together. And so I was like, yeah, I dig that. So fun for everyone, you know. Let's have a good time. Let the good times roll, baby. And yeah, I'm glad that I burnt the truck, you know, almost burnt the truck down, and everyone's safe, because it just, you know, it opened my eyes. Like, I'm really enjoying who I am right now. And I think from being a drinker for so many years, it's like you kind of have to retrain your brain that you have to like kind of retrain your old habits, I guess. I used to not like who I was, because people always, you know, made me feel very different. And that's why I started my YouTube channel, was to not feel like I wanted to be at a place where I could just be me, and I didn't have to drown myself out with alcohol or all these other things to be social and stuff. I just wanted to be Morgan, because I am a little erratic. I'm like, not erratic, I'm hyper, and I'm always happy. And in school, like even in grade school, I'd be sent to the principal's office because they thought I was on something, thought I was drinking, because how could you be so happy and laughing and go have laughing attacks and have all this energy, you know? And then when I got older, it was the same thing. Every job I ever had with the other women were there, they'd always just like, everyone just always made me feel bad about being Morgan. And so I started this YouTube channel so I could just be me. And I've never been drunk in like any of my videos. I think only live streams I've been drunk. And yeah, probably because of that, like just social anxiety going live. And it was kind of interesting, because before I went into Epcot Center to have just a couple drinks with you guys and go eat and drink, be merry and have fun, I did take 2 shots of vodka. And when I went and got a tripod, I was like so flustered. I was like, okay, let's just warm up, take 2 little shots of vodka. And within minutes, my irritability levels were going through the roof, because my tripods were breaking. I wasn't being calm. I was just like, you know? And the next day, my brain was all fuzzy. Like, I couldn't wait to get sober again, like to just have a clear head again. And I was like, man, I've really starting to learn how to love who I am when I'm sober, because I don't like the way this feels. I don't like who I am like this, like kind of sloppy, and I don't know. So it's new, you know? It's definitely new. And thank you for smashing the like button. Does it smell burnt? No, thankfully. Thankfully, no burnt. It does not smell burnt. And yeah, I got some new carpets. Just laid those down. It's looking cute. Got a little bit of this. I'm gonna run to the store and then I'm gonna go see Jane. So I'm done rambling. And I didn't ask Jane if she wants to live stream. I'm gonna get us some stuff for lunch. And I'll bring you guys with me just to talk to you a little bit more because I love talking to you. Yeah, I'm definitely better sober, but it's not just about like being better sober. It's feeling comfortable in your own skin. And, you know, yeah, I'm pretty stoked about life right now. So I don't need to be like drowning myself out. But again, it's just like one of those like old habits die hard. Oh yeah, my generator's going. Dude, the back of my truck is so ghetto. Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot. By the way, the Starlink works now. I want to read some comments. Please hit the like button if you enjoy these live streams. If you minimize the screen, you can hit that like button. And we're gonna hang out with Jane. But yeah, I'm so glad I didn't die, you guys. That would have been tragic. Man, right when life starts to get good, you know? Man almighty, that would have been absolutely horrible. Yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to worry about getting a new seat or not. I definitely need to get another seat belt, but maybe just a seat cover. I've got really great insurance, but, you know, we all know I don't want to use that. Hello, Deborah Lynn. Sorry, I know you want to be unmodded, but I got my Starlink working last night. I got onto my laptop, and then half of the screen on the laptop went black. So my laptops are having issues again. So I can't unmod you. Perfectly imperfect. And my burns didn't burn. I was like, that's crazy. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, actually, I think I'll end this live, and then I'm gonna call Jane and ask her if she even wants to be on the live stream. And I think it would be fun for you guys to get to know her. Get a new seat. Yeah, we'll definitely get me dialed in with another seatbelt. And worry about everything else. Because I put that cute like blanket on it. It has the little rainbow colors. And it looks cute. In the wrong section. So, you guys know I don't even like wearing a seatbelt, so. I don't know why. Every Publix says that those are on clearance, but they've been on clearance for like 2 months now. Starting Amazon with a wish list. Yeah, we're working on that. Okay, I'll ask Jane if she will go live with us, and I will see you guys in a little while. I'm gonna try to focus here. This Publix is completely set up completely different than the other one. They don't have, so I'm gonna go. Hello, Frank. I love you guys. I'm gonna call Jane right now, see if she wants to be on the live, and I will let you guys know. Okay, we passed everything that I wanted. I want like hummus and blue cheese, some crackers, some rotisserie chicken, all the good stuff. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you soon.